Okay, so quick video. I have a lot of things I still need to get around to doing tonight, but there is the second table. Now, it's 72 long inches and 30 deep or wide. So, 6 foot long table, it's quite a bit of a beast, and you know, 2.5 wide. And I've got it right at about 27 and a quarter. These tables here are at 25, and they work perfectly with sticks on top of them to kind of get sit down play spec height. So as I was saying in that post, anything in the 25 to at max 30 height range would be good for a makeshift arcade setup with a TV or monitor at the back, a console underneath, or a JAMA Super Gun, PCB underneath, whatever, but arcade stick in front of it. Make sure you have the depth just right, but the height is very important actually, and of course the length of it. Just obviously more length will allow you to accommodate more monitors, this and that. So this one will probably do 3 large ones. This one, as you've seen plenty of times in my game rooms over the years, always did 2. And then these are individual. Now, I'm not, as I was saying, I don't know if I'm gonna, for instance, the PVM, like I said, anyone wants one, give me an offer. It's not part of my plans for the setup. Neither is that monitor, or neither are those 2 consoles. TV stands, electronics, housing areas under them. They're nice, but I'm just, I've always had that one kind of directly to the right of these 2 with this TV console stand from way back in Japan. And so I guess I'll talk about this a little bit. Typically I had like a Japanese Saturn for Tate and a Japanese PS2 with component cables, one of them running to the 27-inch Trinitron and Tate, one of them running to the Yoko. And I would just kind of, since that has multiple component inputs, I would just kind of change out at the base of the PS2 if I wanted to play a vertical or horizontal game. Worked pretty well that way. And like over here I had the Famicom with the North America to, it was a Japanese Famicom top loader, but a converter to play NES cards, just simplify your life. Many different things, both regions on the same machine. And above it I had the Core Graphics 2 PC Engine. And then hooked up to the PVM I had via S-Video, since they use the same cables, a proprietary Nintendo S-Video cable, which you need. With a Super Nintendo and an N64 were on the bottom of that old 80s TV unit. And on the top was a US Saturn with a 4-in-1 action replay converter, so make it multifaceted as well, multi-region, and then a component modded Neo Geo AES on with the Unibios. Everything was in there. So that's 8 consoles divvied up between 3 monitors. I think with this setup, I'll probably put 4 on the top of this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 when those shelves go back in there. And maybe need to get a little bit of a switcher to increase the amount of S-Video ports, but a couple of those systems are composite, Core Graphics 2 PC Engine and the top loader NES, so I have plenty of composite inputs on this. It's just, I did 1 more S-Video input to get Saturn and Yoko mode on this one, plus N64 and SNES as well. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. Well, it should, because these are my setups that I've been looking at. They've been dabbling with them to like an exact science of how I set things up for years. So anyway, this one, it's to accommodate these big boys. I'm kind of excited about this because for the first time ever, these massive 240p component capable S-Video, even the composite looks great on them. Sony Trinitron CRT TVs are now on a table which enables them to act as makeshift arcade setups. I've always had to sit on the floor with just these lowered down to, like, this is 30 inches high and this is like 21. So not really arcade spec for sit down play, and no room too. So I had to get this one a little bit larger than these, which are in the 17 to 20 to 30 inches at most range deep. This one's 38 and by 60, and I knew I could do this and fit this console exactly under it, which I'm going to need for all of the systems and everything I hook up. And I've already run the cables down and measured everything. I have it just the right amount from the wall too for the video cables to go down to the machines here. But yeah, all of those joystick cords reach all the way down here and over to give you enough length to plug them into something in there when you open it up, or something that's sitting up on top of there. So it's all thought out, all well thought out, and all this should work quite nicely and give me something to do here this weekend. It's kind of fun. This room is beautiful. It turned out really fantastic, and I love all the old wood. I wish I could get that one, but it'll be fine. The color will kind of match the candy cabs, which are all that bright Japanese white on that side too, and everything else more of various types of hues of wood. This very natural, calming, old world effect to it. It's beautiful. I love it. And this engineered hardwood, which is made to look like shiplap, it's pretty nice. Old cellar of a chateau. That's what this is. It should feel like it. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to working. Let's see if I can remember how to set everything up. We'll see. I'm thinking right now we'll start with, well, that would allow us to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that would be the max we would be doing anyway. I mean, there's a good chance we'll just go with 3 or 5, or I don't know. 2, probably at least 3 because I just got that in. But no, I'll see if I can remember how to hook everything up with the. That's going to be a task in itself. I had, originally this room didn't have many outlets, so I had a lot of these 4 plugs installed, and just recently when I had some more work done, I had another one over there because it was, you can see it through the desk, it was the only spot on this wall here. Now there's one behind there, and let's see, one of them here, there's another one there. Multiple surge protectors, everything. Just with having that one, this is a large room. It's 13 and a half wide by 17 and a half long. So really I required another one. Just rambling off the top of my head. A lot of heavy lifting, moving things. So for instance, the minions. Oh, I'm so silly. But they'd be moved into the tavern and inn room right now, and they're waiting. I've had to move things around so much. So many heavy things. But we're going to try and set it up here, I think, fellows. And see how I feel about it. I'll initially set up, what I have to see if I can get everything. Maybe, like I said, 8 of them. And I probably will condense it, but we'll hook it up once just for fun. And there's still some plans for this side too. I have the other Neo Geo candy cabs that are still being stored away over half a decade. So, I fixed that. If you saw, that was crooked in my last post. It is now not. So, I'm really happy with these LED flame bulb effect on these beautiful sconces, wall lanterns. Man, this room is just unique. It's like nothing else. I think it'll be pretty. The best game room ever. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon.